Yeah. Cool. Maybe in the afternoon yet. It's in the morning. Cool. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for all coming back so promptly after our tea and coffee break. My name is Chipo Hamakoma, and I'm here today representing the Global Energy Alliance for People and Planet, GEAP. You heard from our senior advisor, Dr. Snowy Koza, a little bit earlier. And my job today is to be the moderator to get us into this incredibly exciting session in terms of what does graduate recruitment actually look like in practice? What's the impact of these roles and these experiences on young graduates' career trajectories? And also the stories from the side of businesses who are looking to think about innovative ways to integrate young talent into their organizations. I'm really passionate about this work because before joining GEAP, I worked on youth employment and figuring out how do we get young South Africans working. So I'm very excited to hear what we'll be listening to from the teams from the IPP office as well as from Nedbank. So that I don't take too much time away from the exciting presentation, I'd like to invite the IPP office to come to the stage and to share their perspective. We have Priti Nirachand, Samkelo Zota, Refilwe Masilo, and Bayabonga Muyeni, who will be introducing themselves more fully. Please come forward.
Thank you, Chipo. Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for the introduction. My name, as Chipo has said, is Priti Nirachand, and I'm from HR at the IPP office. So I guess I have the amazing task of introducing the opportunities that we have for the young early career professionals, or the first task, right? That's what you're all here for today. So first, let me start by the IPP office. I think this morning we've heard a lot about IPP office. How many of you here are wondering what is the IPP office? Who is the IPP office? What do they do? Yes? Yeah, I think so. So that's what I'm going to start with. Let me just see if I can figure this out. There we go. So the IPP office was established in 2010 to provide rapid solutions for South Africa's severe electrical supply constraints. What we do is procure new energy generation capacity through independent power producers, who are called IPPs. So you've heard a lot about the IPPs this morning, right? We are the office that pulls it all together to enable the IPPs to operate. So we are a project office. We're hosted by the DBSA under a memorandum of agreement between the Department of Mineral Resources and Energy, the DBSA itself, and the National Treasury. We are not a juristic entity. So that's why we are housed by the DBSA. We have a mandate that we operate on, and that is to enhance the private sector participation in electrical power generation capacity for the country. And we offer the following services, which is energy procurement, monitoring and evaluation, and contract management and professional advisory service to the government. Our specialized skill and expertise has been successful in mobilizing and delivering on time. And that is what we recognized for domestically and globally. So what does this mean for the country and for young professionals? The IPP office has been a major catalyst to introduce private sector players in the renewable energy space in South Africa. And these are the stats of what our programs currently look like. So we've got preferred bidders that we have already announced, and we have 134 of them. We have 90 renewable energy projects that are in operation, that have contributed to 6,180 megawatts to the grid. Thus far, our renewable energy sources has generated 95,547 gigawatts per hour. And we have attracted 334.5 billion rands of investment for energy infrastructure projects across all of our bid windows. And the total energy capacity, that electricity capacity that has been produced thus far is 11,904 megawatts. But the IPP office is not only about the electrons, right? There is a significant feature of the IPP programs that focuses on economic and socioeconomic development impacts that the IPPs have committed to over the lifetime of the projects. So not only do we put electrons, or do we facilitate the electrons going into the grid, but at the same time, we have had an impact on job creations for South African citizens, the offset of the carbon through our renewable energy projects, black shareholding for South Africans, as well as local community shareholdings in the projects. We have had an impact on the local spend, on local content, as well as money that has been spent on BBBEE initiatives. Water, we heard Karin speaking about the water initiatives. Through the projects, there's been a water saving, as well as money that has been spent on socioeconomic development and enterprise development within the communities where the projects are housed. So we have been speaking a lot this morning about the future of the energy, what is on the cards. And, you know, the IPP office has been very busy in terms of running these various projects to try and get the energy into the grid, right? And the plans that we have for the future, we heard lots of talk this morning about gas programs, battery storage programs. We are currently busy evaluating the battery storage program, and we are due to soon announce the preferred bidders. And then we have a battery storage 2 on the cards, as well as bid window 7 and another gas program. So we're looking at 2 gas programs. So how do we do all of this? We are a small organization, or a small team. We are 57 heads, including in that 57 heads are our 6 graduates who are on our graduate program. Our values are what drive us, and our values are high performance, shared vision, integrity, innovation, and service orientation. And by keeping all of these at the top of our mind in terms of everything that we do, is how we try and achieve this mammoth task on our shoulders. So what am I here to offer you today? You know, young talent, young graduates is the key to the future. You are our future leaders. And at the IPP office, we had long, difficult conversations with business leaders about the future of the talent in our organization. And part of our talent strategies is to birth, build, buy, borrow, and bind. It's what most organizations have, right? It's nothing new. We're not special. But where we chose to concentrate our efforts on is the birthing of talent within our organization, and that is the internships and the bursaries or graduate programs, where we target the early birds. You guys are all the early birds because you are here when your colleagues have decided possibly it's a Friday, you know, I want to take it easy, lay in till late, but you got up this morning and you came to this, and you will get the opportunity to see where the opportunities lie. So for the IPP office, birthing the talent meant that we were able to grow specific skill that's required within our business, from entry level to where we need those skills. So why the graduate program? the graduate program allowed the IPP office to pay it forward, to invest in the future leaders, not only for the IPP office itself, but for the energy sector, for the country as a whole. Through the specialized training, mentorship programs, and the hands-on experience, it enables our graduates to understand and experience not only specific roles within the IPP office, but also the larger energy landscape. You will get to hear from our current graduate cohorts, what it's meant for them to be at the IPP office and their journey in understanding the energy sector itself. Some of them will tell you they did not even know what the IPP office was when they were called for a spot at the IPP office graduate program. They did not ever think that they would have a career in the energy sector until they got the opportunity to be part of our graduate program. So, our graduate program enables us to attract fresh talent, freshly educated individuals who bring new ideas and perspectives and skills to our office. And it helps us to build a pipeline of future leaders within the office, but individuals who are already, familiar with our culture and our values. And therefore, it allows us to create sustainability within the IPP office. So our graduate structure, our graduate program is structured. It's a 2-year program. There is a 1 week of induction that you would attend bi-monthly. So once in 2 months, you would get a coaching session or a mentor session. And then you get to attend a program, a 1-year program in an advanced certificate in management practice through a graduate business school. You get to have quarterly performance conversations with your line managers. And those are the formal conversations, but you get to have informal conversations with your leaders as often as you require. And I think those are the perks of being a small organization. And then you will have rotation between the different departments within the IPP office. So what do we have? We have 6 opportunities available for the 2024 graduate program, 2 within the legal department, 1 within our finance department, 1 within the contracts management department, 1 in data management, and 1 within the audit field. So what does our process entail? So we will advertise these positions between the 20th and the 24th of November. The adverts will be out on the IPP office LinkedIn and Facebook pages. That's where you will get the link. We will be doing shortlisting and arranging of the interviews by the 13th of December. So we spoke about experience and creating opportunities for young individuals who have no experience or minimal experience. And that's what we're looking for, 0 to 6 months, not more than 6 months of experience, and a minimum pass rate of at least 65% overall for your qualification. We will then host the interviews with our department heads in January, between the 11th and 29th of January. And then there's the psychometrics and screening rounds, which will happen during Feb. And then the appointments will take place during March. There is a 2-year contract, as I previously mentioned, market-related salaries, medical aid, and free access to the wellness support. Now, earlier, I'm going to pause there and just go back to, we've heard this morning around how do we ensure that we have the graduates ready for business in less than 2 years' time. Business is impatient. They need skills. They need individuals. They need warm bodies, as business likes to call them, right? In seats to provide us to deliver, to produce deliverables. And I think For us at the IPP office, what ensured, and I mean, I think we've had a pretty successful first round of, I mean, these are our first round of graduates that we've had. And it started with a very difficult conversation with the business leaders around the fact that graduates and on the graduate program are not warm bodies in seats that are meant to deliver deliverables. They are here, and if you are prepared to take them on this journey of guidance and growth, and be patient that they will not deliver as an individual in a job that you're expecting delivery from, then we can run our graduate program. Our graduate program is going to mean more time and effort on business leaders to develop and grow young talent within our business. And once we had that buy-in, that you will be patient for 2 years whilst they take this journey, then after that 2 years, you will have an individual that can easily deliver and produce in less than 6 months. And once we received that buy-in, we started our very first graduate program. So I think that's enough from me. I'm going to now give our young talent graduates an opportunity to talk about their experience.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Samkel Ozota, an infrastructure finance graduate from IPP office. Since I joined the office, I became passionate about the energy sector, and I'm dedicated to making a meaningful impact to the energy crisis we are currently facing. I'm excited to share my journey as an infrastructure finance graduate. I possess the Bachelor of Business Science in Mathematical Statistics from Rhodes University and advanced certificate in management practice from Henley Business School through the graduate program. In my current role, I've been actively involved in analyzing any financial information that is required by the Department of Mineral Resources and Energy and National Treasury, prepare terms of reference for all bid windows as may be required, and check the consistency of the financial models between the bid submission date and the commercial close date, and prepare the fiscal liability committee reports for National Treasury, and also assist financial advisors in the refinancing process, and update multi-year price determination model on a quarterly basis. My academic training I believe that my academic training equipped me with strong foundation in data analysis, project evaluation, and risk assessment, which I believe are the essential skills for me to thrive in the energy sector. I've quickly adapted to understanding the complex financial models with limited financial knowledge due to the support that I received from the IPP office. And I also developed a keen eye for detail and accuracy, ensuring that all financial models are comprehensive and reliable. The IPP office taught me to actively collaborate with cross-functional team, absorbing knowledge from experienced colleagues and contributing my fresh perspective to discussion. What I'm really excited about that, the IPP office, like I was really enjoying my comfort zone, but there was no growth. The IPP office pushed myself away from that zone, and I was able to identify my potential and my weaknesses. Like, for example, I wasn't even able to utter a single word in front of people, but now I can see some improvement. Thank you. Like the freedom of doing things on my own way, that I received from the IPP office, like reduced the pressure significantly, and that allowed my smart part of the brain to function properly. And I was able to complete more than 90% of my tasks without any supervision. Yes, thank you.
Hello. Good day, everyone.
I'm still continuing. I'm not, I'm not that. Sorry. The Cricket program like also helped me to improve my personal and professional competencies, like which I believe are essential for me, especially in the infrastructure finance department. Some of those skills that I acquired and improved, they include financial modeling, financial analysis, and risk evaluation. So I applied those skills on my daily basis and constantly received positive feedback from my supervisor. And I'm looking forward to continue my learning development and to the success of the IPP office. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Refilio Masilo. I've actually been with the IPP office for about 21 months right now. I actually got the job on my birthday, so I'll always consider it the best gift thus far. I'm based in the economics development unit, and I have a formal background in internal audit, BCom honors in internal audit from the University of Pretoria. As Priti mentioned earlier, the IPP office is not only mandated to procure energy. There's another line that we have to, broaden the socioeconomic and economic development in South Africa. And so what I do and my team, we basically monitor the IPP's economic developments that they have basically signed with the Department of Energy and make sure that socioeconomic development and the communities that these projects are do develop and people do get jobs, with this, being part of this program has allowed me so many opportunities. I was given the opportunity to go to the launch of the Youth Energy Forum actually in Brussels, Belgium last year. And now I'm here. I also had the opportunity to go to Lourisfontein. We work with these wind farms, but I've actually never seen one like face to face. So having the opportunity to go there and see like what it looks like and what, how do we get the electricity from the wind farms back to our houses is amazing. So I'm really grateful. I also, the moving from being a student to now an employee was pretty easy because it was a mentorship program. I had a mentor, shout out to Lorato. We didn't only just talk about work stuff, even personal stuff, things that I don't understand. She was able to help me navigate through that. Also, our line managers are very approachable. It's been great, and I love that for myself. Thank you.
Okay, hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Babonga Mieni. I am the graduate based in the legal department. So joining the IPP office, it came at such a very odd time in my life. So I did a Bachelor of Laws degree at the University of KwaZulu-Natal, the Howard College campus. And then later in my life, law students will tell you that an ordinary, typical life that they imagine is, after completing their studies, they would, go to Sandton, work in one of the big 5 firms, this high-rise building. But, I decided to take a very different turn. My route was quite different from, the ordinary traditional route. So after completing my my LLB degree at UKZN, I decided, since I'm still thinking about my career, what I actually want to do, the actual industry, and that I want to the area of law that I want to sort of practice in. So I decided to come to UCT to pursue a master's degree back in 2021. And then I think that obviously exposed me, though it was COVID times back then, but it gave me an opportunity to sort of network with people, individuals, sort of, get to learn more about the industry. It doesn't end in just working in Stanton, because that's not a life that I actually imagined for myself. I wanted a sense of autonomy, some sense of freedom, something different from the ordinary. So applying for the graduate program, I think it was part of my way of trying to take a different route. So the graduate program has literally assisted me in so many different ways. It has contributed to my core skills, soft skills, and just being an all-rounder. I've always been an individual who is, shy and all of that, but having been exposed to different programs, attending different summits, conferences, it enabled me the opportunity to sort of network with other individuals in the industry, get to learn more about the energy industry. When I started off, I didn't even know what a simple PPA is. But now I'm involved in the drafting of the PPA, the putting together of the RFP, all the documents that the different IPPs get, and being involved and providing support in the drafting and putting together of all the documentation, and making sure that it is coherent and there's consistency. But overall, speaking about the program itself, I think it has also contributed to me just being myself. And obviously attending all the industry events. And I think what's also critically important, my message to young individuals, graduates in this room who would wish to obviously apply to the IPP office. I mean, it is critically important to be invested in your own growth. You take ownership of your own future. It lies in the palm of your hands. So you need to decide what you want for yourself, sit down, map out a way. And I think from there, once you have a clear vision exactly of what you want, I think also with the support that the IPP office provides, you would also just get to, an opportunity to just, grow from a personal perspective, but also from a career perspective. And yeah, so looking forward to all the applications. You must, Pretty, thank you so much for the opportunity, and thank you to the Youth Energy Day organizers for putting this together and allowing us to come and share our experiences with everyone. Thank you.